are your hosts of Financially Tuned, Mark Fricks and Tony Shore.
Hi, and welcome to Financially Tuned with me, Mark Fricks from MasterPlan Retirement Consultants, and with our host today, Tony Shore. You know, there's only so many days left until you reach retirement. Every day you live, you're one day closer. And in today's show, we'll be discussing essential steps to take in order to make those days count and make them super productive. Often people approach retirement much quicker than they anticipate. And it's good to make sure you have the correct information and you've taken the necessary steps to achieve the retirement you've worked so hard for so many years.
Well, that's going to be a great show. That's a great topic that we've got today, Mark. And Mark, I am happier than a kid in a candy store to be back with you this week. Love doing the radio show. It's so much fun, and we've got a great topic this week. And you always have some great advice for our listeners. How have you been doing, though, Mark? How's your week been?
Oh, better than ever, Tony. We're super busy. We have really been helping a lot of folks with their retirement, either preparing or actually in retirement. Really, you know, I guess the thing we deliver for these folks is peace of mind. You know, that's the best thing we give. And you know, at this time of year, it's even better with Christmas around the corner and the holidays and Hanukkah and all the other holidays we celebrate. What a great time of year to be helping folks and to be able to work my passion. You know, we love doing this, and I'm so thankful that I have the ability and the opportunity to do what we do and then really to make a difference in people's lives.
Well, it's all about making a difference, and I love the fact, Mark, that you talk about peace of mind. And to all our listeners out there, wake the kids, gather around the radio, because this show today, Mark has some great information for you. It's going to be a great topic. I think most Americans, Mark, look forward to their retirement, but they need help to reach their retirement goals and needs, right?
Absolutely, Tony. You know, there are some pretty amazing things that happen around the time of retirement. For many, it is a time of incredible change, and it's probably the most dramatic change in your adult life. Unlike marriage or the birth of children, you might not be surrounded by family and friends ready to chip in and help you at retirement day. So that's, really retirement is such a big change. And it's almost like, it might seem like you're sailing off into the sunset or beginning a permanent vacation. But really, for most folks, it's really a scary time, and it may be the scariest thing that we've ever done. And if you've, of course, experienced some financial success, it may be because you've watched your budget and you've made sure that you've set aside a little bit every month or every year, getting ready for this big day.
Well, it is a big day, and I love how you mentioned that you might not be surrounded by family and friends willing to pitch in and help you with that big day. It's not something like that. It's not like you're moving to a new place and you can get all your friends and family to come help with the promise of a free pizza after the move.
Absolutely.
With retirement planning, you need somebody with experience on your side. And Mark, that's where you come in, and that's why I'm glad to have you here today. When you meet with your clients and prospects, and they're on the verge of retirement, what are some steps that you suggest they take to make sure that they've got their retirement exit strategy planned out correctly?
That's a good question to start off with, Tony. A good first step is to time your exit strategy so that you're receiving the most from your company when you leave. Your company's summary plan description of the retirement plan you have at your job should clue you in on some key dates. So that's a good first step. You want to also make sure that your health insurance is lined up. Few private employers anymore offer retiree health coverage. So if they do, you really need to take advantage of that benefit and get the details. If not, you've got some shopping to do, some decisions to make because it's just difficult if you're not age 65 yet then and you're retiring, you've got some limited choices, or at least some expensive choices. If you have a pension, it is suggested that you talk to your HR officer at your company at least 5 months before you retire, so you can decide how you want to receive the funds. And this is a big decision, Tony, for a lot of folks. For example, do you want it paid out in a lump sum into your own IRA, or do you want to annuitize it? And these are both big choices and big decisions. The nice thing is, if you have the ability and if they allow you to take out a lump sum, then you can roll it to your own IRA and pretty much invest it or save it in the manner you desire. So you have total control over it. If you annuitize it, you do get a lifetime income, but you've kind of lost control. At that point, you get a check every month, but it's not really your money anymore. It's just an income stream. So that's kind of a big decision to make. And of course, it is beneficial to begin preparing a savings plan when you retire. What do you need to be putting away just for those rainy days, and where's that income coming from? So some good key steps to determine where you need to go from that point.
Interesting. So, Mark, what are some common things that folks out there are most concerned about when they imagine that day when they finish working for someone, they turn on their savings and create their own retirement income?
Well, Tony, a couple of main concerns are brought up. Most people are concerned that they don't really have a secure financial strategy for retirement. What's my next step? What's my step a year from now, 5 years from now? Others are worried that they don't have enough money set aside to fill that income gap, that gap between Social Security and possibly a pension, and then the amount they need. So what's that gap, and how are they going to fill that? In addition, some just don't know where to start when preparing for retirement. Questions on where to start, when to retire, and how to go about preparing are commonly brought up by people facing retirement as concerns. And the good thing is there is some good news. All of these are things that we are able to address as retirement professionals, as retirement consultants. Is we're able to sit down with folks and create a personalized retirement roadmap and make sure they have the steps in order of what to do first and next and next.
And that's important, Mark. And I love the fact that you can provide that service for our listeners. What are some common tools that you use then with people to help them understand the necessary steps that they're going to need to take before retirement?
Well, Tony, one of the common tools that we use to help people understand the necessary steps is a brochure that we call Retirement Income, Planning with Annuities. And it's a brochure that basically helps explain your relationship with your finances. Typically, there are 3 major changes in your relationship with your finances when you retire. Managing your lifestyle change is the first major change. The second is defining your attitude about investment risk. And then the third is understanding how your savings will be affected. Now, this brochure, which is a good place to start, can be received a couple of different ways. You can request it, first of all, by going to our website, and that's found at MasterPlanYourRetirement.com. Go there, go to the contact button, and just mention today's radio show, or mention that you'd like the retirement income brochure called Retirement Income Planning with Annuities, and we will certainly get that to you as quickly as possible by email. Also, you can give us a call at 770-980-9262 and mention again the brochure from today's radio show. And really, it's a good way to get started on creating a retirement roadmap that really fits your individual needs and goals. It really is important for folks to know that when it comes to designing income for retirement, annuities are a good place to at least look at from a tool standpoint. They are designed to be long-term investments, and we do have to mention, of course, that some things when you're looking at annuities, kind of our disclosures is, early withdrawals can certainly impact cash values and death benefits. There are taxes, of course, due when you take money out of an annuity. Sometimes if it's an IRA annuity, there may be a 10% IRS penalty if you're not 59 and a half yet. They're certainly not guaranteed by the FDIC, but they are backed up by the insurance company that does issue them. And of course, those claims are based on, claim guarantees are based on the strength of that insurance company. And just a couple of other disclosures, Tony. Anytime we talk about certain products, fixed index annuities are insurance products and are not a security or an investment, so they do carry a guarantee. But again, ask us for any specific details and availability when we chat.
Oh, definitely. Well, it sounds like a great place to start to get a handle on planning for one's retirement. Now, Mark, we have to take a quick break, but do you have anything else before we do?
Well, just a reminder that a great place to start when you're planning for retirement is to visit our website. We have got some great videos, educational tools, probably a dozen or so brochures and guides that folks can request right on the website. So I would certainly say that's a good place to start if you want to prepare properly. And it's also a great place to get in touch with us. We are more than happy to sit down with folks. If you mention you heard us on the radio, we'll give you a complimentary consultation and chat with you about what your situation is, what your concerns are, and hopefully we can introduce some possible tools and ideas to help you plan for your retirement. That website, real quickly, Tony, is MasterPlanYourRetirement.com, or again, give us a call at 770-980-9262.
All right, well, thanks, Mark. We're going to be right back with more on this topic from Mark Fricks on Financially Tuned.
To hear the rest of the show or for more information, go to MasterPlanYourRetirement.com or call Mark at 770-980-9262 to schedule an appointment.